Well, just when we thought it couldn't get any crazier, I'm sitting here editing a video, didn't have time to set up the green screen or anything, but I wanted to make this video because we actually got a response from Blizzard, Agrind to be completely specific, which is one of the lead classic devs. And basically this response was to the backlash that they have been getting pretty much by putting out the interview with Clay and Ian talking about how the focus of the Classics team for the next year was going to be on the Titan Reforged Realms for China exclusively and MOP Classic. So what I'm going to do for you guys right now is we're going to pull up this Twitter post by Agrind. Let me move this over. We'll go to our split screen. And so this was the post right here. Let me share it. Okay, now you can see it. This was the post right here. Josh Greenfield, Agrind, said, "I've risen from my slumber to repost this. It's very important. We've got a lot of really cool things in the works." And then this was the post that he reposted from the WoW Classic devs. "Greetings. We wanted to take a moment to comment on our recent communications we assembled specifically for our community in China. We appreciate the discussion about our updates in China, but we want to clarify that everything in those comms, particularly comments about our focus, is intended for our China community specifically. What we are working on, be it Classic Anniversary, Burning Crusade Classic Anniversary, Mists of Pandaria Classic, and the future of our Progression Realms," which means Mists of Pandaria Classic, going in the future, Warlords of Draenor, however you want to look at that, or anything else we are working on in the classic space has not changed. And to be clear, our announcements regarding our plans in China do not change that. This feels like a good time to refer back to one of our blue posts, so we'll just leave this here. We are excited to reveal more when the time is right." And then obviously you can see a bunch of people have been commenting on this, myself included. I commented, "While I 100% respect this post, on behalf of the entire community, is there an incoming roadmap or anything indicating when any of these cool things would be taking place, or even remotely what they are? China's cool thing is coming in less than 2 months. Anything helps." And I feel like I just had to ask, right? I do respect the post. I understand it, but it really isn't anything concrete. And then the article that was linked here dates back to May. And this article reads, "As you may have read here, we're excited to offer those of you who have completed the Balnazar encounter in Scarlet Enclave raid a free Mists of Pandaria Classic boost." So for anyone who doesn't remember, I won't read this entire post, but this was the post basically talking about how they were like wrapping up the Season of Discovery development cycle, right? And we all knew this was coming, and when they put it out, it was kind of rough to digest, but we all knew it was coming. Season of Discovery was seasonal, right? So if we go down to the bottom, you can read "We have big plans and big ambitions for this type of found photographs content set in the original world of Azeroth. But in order to realize those ambitions, we need to make sure that we're spending our time where it will most likely make a big impact for the long-term future of WoW Classic. We want to set ourselves up for success by taking the time we need to get in the proverbial kitchen and cook or iterate on or shape our ideas and lessons learned from Season of Discovery. Season of Discovery was always meant to be an ephemeral seasonal experience, and while it became so much for more time, we're extremely excited about the things we're working on for the future," right? This is obviously the article where they were kind of saying like, hey, we're working on Classic Plus, so we need the dev time back. We can no longer develop Season of Discovery. And that's basically what this is, right? So if we go back over here, let me just fix that. It should capture in a second. Basically, I think what has happened is they saw the backlash from everyone, talking about, Blizzard's, even myself included, saying Classic Plus is canceled and all this stuff. We know it's really not canceled, but kind of hearing that your main focus was not going to be on that for the next year is kind of a slap in the face. And, China's getting these cool Titan Forge realms, whether you like them or not. It's something new. It's something exciting, something cool to kind of be like. It would have been a cool placeholder for us over here in the West until we do get Classic Plus, right? Because that's what everyone was kind of mad about. So I think that, it was a good move on their part to respond to this and kind of clarify on that and saying like, we're still working on everything else. But at this point, in my opinion, it is a lot of stuff that's being worked on. And I am going to keep harping on the fact that I personally believe that Classic Plus could have just been Classic Anniversary. It could have just launched as Vanilla WoW with continuous updates. It doesn't need to launch as this fully fleshed out product. No Classic Plus experience, including Turtle WoW, which I know I will get those commenters down below. Turtle WoW did not start out with all the content that it has. For years, it was literally basically just vanilla WoW. And that's what they could be doing essentially for Classic Plus. And I wish that they were doing that, because I feel like it makes it a lot harder for everyone to get let down when they try and launch like a fully fleshed out product. But Blizzard's going to do whatever they want to do. And of course, I'm going to sit here and play it. And if it's good, I'm going to keep playing it. And I think I will always give you guys my honest opinions on everything that they put out. A lot of stuff Blizzard puts out is really good. And a lot of stuff they put out is very poorly made decisions that doesn't work. And that's not just a Blizzard thing. That's every single game company or company in general. It happens, right? It's all trial and error. A lot of SOD was good. A lot of SOD was bad. But I do feel like the reason why I commented back on that post that Agron reposted is because I do feel like I get it, like, but you know, and it is a breath of fresh air to know that they're speaking and working on stuff. But I do feel as though we need something. We need a little bit of a showcase, a little bit of what you are doing. You know, let us know, give us a roadmap, anything like that. Because to be completely honest, if the next year and a half is just Burning Crusade Anniversary, that is going to affect how a lot of people feel, right? There's some people who don't want to play Anniversary at all. Some people are just tired of going through Vanilla, Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King. They don't want to do it all again. So I do think some clarification there could definitely be very helpful, but any communication like this is a step in the right direction. So thank you, Blizzard, for responding. I will say that. I think it's awesome that you responded. I do wish you responded in a little bit more depth, right? I feel like, you know, we got this response, and there's definitely so much more that we as the community would like to know. We as subscribers of the game would like to know. But either way, maybe we'll get more stuff in the coming weeks or days or months, whatever it is. At this point in time, we know they are still working on Classic Plus or whatever is the future, a new season, whatever it is. But they are still working on that, so that clarification is there. Classic Plus is not canceled, and that's a good thing, right? I guess that's a good thing. I do just wish we got a little bit more information. I kind of just hope that sometime within the next month or two, we get some kind of a roadmap, some kind of a teaser. Just let us know what's going on. I don't understand why it has to be a big secret. I really don't. I guess part of me does, but it doesn't need to be a full secret. You're leaving too much room for speculation and doubt. And I don't know. Personally, I'd like to just know what's going on, especially as a content creator on the game. I do my best to give you guys updates and things. And when there's no updates, it's really, really hard to give you guys content. So, you know, it is what it is, and I think it's a step in the right direction from Blizzard, so thank you, Agron, thank you, Devs, whoever posted that, but definitely need a little bit more information to ease some people's minds, and that is my stance on the whole thing. Also, guys, we are pushing for Kick Partner. We're super close. We're very, very close, actually. I think we're going to get it within the next 5 or 6 days, so if you guys could support me, I stream over on Kick Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern time, and sometimes I do a bonus stream on Saturdays. Kick.com/hammerdance. We're right there. If I could get a few more people to just hang out every night, it would push me right over the line. So if you want to support me, just come on over to the stream when we go live every night and just hang out, lurk in there, even if you're cooking dinner in the other room, doesn't really matter. We stream with no ads at all over on Kick and in super high quality. So it's a good time. We have a very good time on there. But either way, subscribe to the channel if you love Classic WoW just as much as me. But that's all I've got to talk to you guys about today. So thank you all so much for watching and listening in. I'll see you all in the next one.